Alright, so we am mama kwa Bible dia Asempa TV. Musomfo dia Asempa ni. Twedi ampo bie kwan ni emienu ya hwe on de. Me gidi se ohon eye. Sanso na meso me hon eye. Abusia this time around about one ebre no aso. Ghana kasa yina no ho. Enye political party bi HD na ye de. Me amete ya me kasa. Enye se ebia Nana Kwame Bediako HD na ye me de ntina meja mebre ne medwuma medie na me bone hu de ro se omra no menye president nemom oman no ensesaye na mehwehwe enunti na mani abre a me kasa bebrebe enyina ene nkomo a me de ebra wo no ahodo mienu enkofo ekase meto abama Nana Kwame Bediako anu ma waste me vote meto abama Nana Kwame Bediako anu ma waste me vote ena afi Hubert Baidoo enso agranti interview bi a ensem a oka ankasa nsem we nyina na Nana Kwame Bediako eka ene ne enkofo a wa appoint omo so no omo be ye adwuma kwa ye omo interview omo nsam omo ka no inti se Ghana for de kasa ya adwen adwuma sabi ampanso ye yamna ye nokrese ampanso se ya adwen adwuma anan inti yetenase na even nipa kasa kwa omoka wo de aye na yesu obi dwa nanum but bisa ho se enumdwa no kra no wan de na nyansa wom because yam fa the politicians into omo nyina edwa omo anum but enumdwa no omo nyina de no wan na nyansa wo ne die mu ye beba Hubert Baidoo ede no eso mesro na ne de kan wa si odi Asempa TV a subscribe to channel no na share na like invite afoforo no meka busuako no abusia video se won saka wo so mane nko ba bia wo sa ko bia na anya hwe no tibon kosofo ni bi no ebinom no ebesan bete on bedwe hu mienu aba beka won bi da bia meka me se minim ko sa minya minim ne mete obi wo ho se asam yaka agunasum but o hwe video no in fact wadwen hu mienu wanya ntiase bi nti wo saka wo so mane nko first metuma bama Nana Kwame Bediako onwini ntima say me vote metuma bama no onwini ma say me vote me first of all me so oba baby amewo meto aba na se me nkwampo metuma no na ye bi afoso kra kasa asem yo and nipa bebre na kasa asem no nti aden na wo so won to wo de because ma menchiro ye nua ba akwa bechirichiri mu ye a me di ni video no beba but ma menka bibi kakra enfa nchiro ya kosto always see a vote na abesi sabre eno kra na otoma na wase no because hwe time Ghana ji independence na hwe time a democracy mu na hwe amamu a akoso a enne breed this 21st century ka kwankwa eden maye yenkola ebi mu da so tinua ase enne ko school ebi mu ne mponche enne te classroom ye maame mu ebi mu ko hospital ekowo ewo form obi yare onya bed enna so this 21st century inti bisa ho se empa ne for the kra eyesen onim chese hwe Burkina tomatoes factory a Ibrahim Traore abode ewo ho no mare nansen ya wo ba ye yo farmers a wo mo kua adwuma a wo ye wa awode wo mo ye yete hanom yete ha o we ye be kwa akohwe video na all chere say otu abama Nana Kwame Bediako wa waste no all chere mo no but ma menche wade yete Ghana ha o ekra anka free baby anso de hwanka wa Ghana ha hwe na bra na wankasa adwen hu mienu hu say nti Ghana pa den na wo say ye ho yenko video na bra
boto kakraka ye dawe yata 100 cities nanka ni nyina sai yentumi fa nyehu se wo man bi ye wo man nese wo man na kwananim wo man no ewa japade se wo man bi atinya tumpon a emu nipa no wo mo ye creativity o suani ka se creativity a ye meti ase ne se wo bia wo tumi de na dwene eye bibi Ghana abai beba monchira me abai a otumi kreti edi na dwene eye bibi ema etumpon ema ne manufuo hwe ye buwe nyina yanka anka ba abebu ye swanka ni nyina ne dia kogu bola ho boto kakraka ye dawe yata 100 cities nanka ni nyina sai ye ntumi fa nyehu ye wo university ahodo e wo Ghana ha abai ne bekran fidi aba ne yatumi di anka aya drinks ahodo biscuits ene niema bebrebe no anka ne bebu a eye ni die nko a ana ye die na anka ni nyina pro na pan tonton egu ball ho eni kumase takwade ne nkran e monten so adai wo bia wie university etifie application ahodo wo nya dwuma enye abai beko abai beba abai biala entimi enye creative se anka no yemfa nye sei anka ba na sei pe ba na sei kwadu ba na sei yemfa nya hwe ewo wo man num wo banko anya de an yentumi nka enkyena ntirimu ayebeka Ghana manyofo this a billboard akese this a campaign poster ana motetale an yegu wo man num an yaye pasa musia so obi betra se akreti bibia this a wo bopo wo fa plan e kwaye a wo de beje bosia afi broni wo ne pa che ye broni wo sika che ye broni wo japade che ye sanka we epia brochire akwasi broni kuromu a anka wo benya ba akusei na wotadie no wo ankasa na nka watwa sika pa eye den na broni ka apo de braye ye to na boden we na ye de anka we yentumi enfa bi nko brochire yentumi fa nya de pa ewo wo man num mutum hufo na bebo no adoso no do
abushia wate yenu anasema wo ka no ho eye no kretro do me say oman na yetimo no yenya leaders a omodwen ekọ akiri ena timamufo no so sabi aya onim edumre bi a asem no ka atemdidie na oso odibam timamufo no sabi yemu bebre ne so agimi nti omoka ensamfo ekire ya na yenso ya age atum ne ye bom abaso onim asem ya yenu abemai eken etisane Yeru John Dramani Mahama eka kire se obebre ye nkokobuo ene nkokọ na yegu ase ebo eje ne so o ka sanitary pad na otitru pa minim no amadamfo na ye ka asemwe o se an sanitary pad no wonim kofo ehiomo sanitary pad no ena nkokobuo na woka no I was like inti upa nipa na me kana asem me chosa nipa no waje aginem no ka. And to be honest, or NDC ni so no. Membe to yaka so onya NDC wansi di kura ni o but who say near NDC John Dramani Mahama eka no ya de kese bi. Eno ena medical chiro mu say anka wo kan say there be ye hu say bi a okoda mbai anase borga mampore a eho de ayo enya na aburo enya na eha yenye poultry farm kese. Eno na wardwin se leader wardwin industrial platform hu yenye poultry farm kese ohun ende ahanum yedua aburo because nkokọ ne aburo ne sa awio ni ade ne na ekọ nti aye poultry farm ne kese ye wonkofo a omohwe aburo ne so ye wonkofo a ehwe nkokọ ye wonkofo a beye slaughter ye aye cold store we nyina nti ye wi distribution eno na wo one region kra na ye na anase bi wo ha na bi wo ha no ma ni aye costo ne kese anka yete ha mo ni se ye kra sa nkokọ pechepeche we edifri obi krom edeba ye krom ha dom anka we a ye nua ete hu bebrebe ni na ba pro ni ato agu enso still ye kranka efri ye ka ne sen Beni ye kranka efri Beni ni ye krantos efri Burkina ni ye kra jene efri Mali. Inti si ekase no leaders no yempe leaders omo dwen because anka we ya yekere meti Badu Kofi Badu krom ha no moko a ye gokuma se ne nkran ya ye to moko mienu ne miensa 2 cedis ne 5 cedis no moko no egu ha no chese mebehu ekwa na ye menwanwa na ye menwanwa miwa kanise no eno anso okay we mu de moko no mbe ho ade mo bepe factory bi asi hanom mo encourage omo mama omo access na ombetumi aje moko no in a large quantity enya finia ye di betwa kwan apeka ama na sese yem process bibia na yen store no ha aban na ankasa betumi kwa amana ye aban ne de no wabeto e wo farmers ne wo se ne be embo mo so no wo process no wo store wo wi no distribute across the country e be distribute e be encourage omo be ye no more na efe no ye export bi de bia ye de jimie import na ye de import na ye de nti abusua mo ana metoma ba ma Nana Kwame Bediako a na ma se ma ba we no ase wa ba already ne yeguso ese no dada because ye to aba emma MPP omo ba nkokrafo yi adwen bia ani honom na oma be ye niema basa NDC omo ba bibia ani honom ma be ye niema basa nti no na den na kyerese wa ba na nkasa na wo to ye no won se no nti adenti na momian sisem yenkuti ye nuaba ma no nsem a okan no potokasam ye bebubum mesra so obenya adaje enko ba bia sometimes na ya ni ekoyisu ye data ehwe niema bia emwaye yentutu ye hofo ni yentumi sesa ye amamuonim yenkonkohwe ni nya adaje embubum na yenyina yenyamu entiase.
This is probably the most asked question on my platform from ever since I started throwing light on why people should consider voting for Nana Kwame Bediako. Cyrus, he won't win. Cyrus, a vote for him is a wasted vote. Cyrus, why not wait till 2028 and so on? These are the regular questions I get, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm happy people are asking. Let me say this though. Let me say this to those who have asked the same question over and over and over, and those who have these questions on the forefront of their minds. It's definitely not a wasted vote. And I'm going to give you 3 reasons to support my claim, starting with why I personally considered voting for him. 32 years, ladies and gentlemen. It's been 32 years in Ghana since we voted for only 2 political parties. Both at this point have had 16 years each. And I look around Ghana and compare us with our real peers, and I shake my head in despair. A number of people may often say that Ghana is doing well, and I don't blame them, ladies and gentlemen. I don't blame them at all, because they say that while comparing Ghana to Benin, comparing Ghana to Togo, comparing Ghana to Niger, whereas our real peers, our real competition are on the other side of the globe, in Asia, Singapore, China, Malaysia, South Korea, and Vietnam. When you have never traveled outside of the country, you only consider what Ghana has achieved, and you will be hopeful for improvement. But if you have been around the world like me, where in 2006, when I first arrived in Kuala Lumpur, in Malaysia, they already built their road networks, having sky trains and subways operational. In 2008, in Chongqing, China, I saw infrastructure I've never seen before. And in Gauteng, South Africa, I finally concurred that Ghana is not in the race, ladies and gentlemen. When I look at all that's happening around the world, and I look back at the situation we have in Ghana, nothing, ladies and gentlemen, I repeat, nothing these 2 political parties have done impresses me. I have seen real leadership in Singapore and in China. I have seen how quick the lives of people can be transformed under the right leadership in a decade. I have seen what the Chinese government did under disaster when the earthquake hit a city and needed to be rebuilt. What has our leaders done in the last 32 years that needs recommendation? Tell me. We can't even build roads to last for 5 years anymore. We still have schools under trees in 2024. We have no water supply to homes unless you live in the main cities. Women still give birth on the floor in hospitals for lack of beds. People build just anywhere. Filth has engulfed our cities. So tell me, what have we done so special when foreigners are plainly and arrogantly and illegally mining in our forest reserves, destroying our river bodies? What exactly did you say the NPP and NDC have achieved to be brought back again? Do you know how slow we are crawling at this point? Do you have any idea where we could have been in 2024 if we had the right type of leadership? And so my first reason to look beyond these 2 parties stems from our economic predicament in the last 32 years. And for that reason, I'm totally convinced I cannot continue to give my vote to the same people who have consistently, ladies and gentlemen, consistently failed us. It will be similar to doing the same things and expecting different results. I'm sorry, that's not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Secondly, I don't just look at the personalities running for office, but the rest of their team people working so hard day and night to fill out positions should they win. I see their gentlemen and I see their ladies on both sides of the two main political parties, and I question myself, ladies and gentlemen, even if we left Ghana in their hands for these two parties for another 32 years, will Ghana still be developed? My answer is a big no, and so I will not put Ghana in that position anymore. Finally, a vote for cheddar is a statement for those who didn't know. You cannot just watch on as people you have put in position to work in your favor continues to abuse their roles. You have to speak, and in politics, voting is the language. You have to be deliberate, and you have to send them a message that they can understand, even if it's only you. This is the only time that you can legally make that statement, and so you take it, or else they will treat you as business as usual. If Nana Kwame Bediako manages to get even 3% in the first round total votes, that will be approximately 500,000 voters choosing to make that statement, and that will be the first time a non-NPP NDC party have achieved that feat in our politics. So whichever way you choose to look at it, ladies and gentlemen, the fact still remains that the two main political parties in Ghana since 1992 have had a field day tossing the baton back and forth to the other person for 32 years, and the people aren't proud of their achievement. And that is why a person like me, ladies and gentlemen, will say to the youth, it's not about the family voting pattern any longer in this year's election. No, it's not about tribal affiliations. It's not about personalities. It's about who is more likely to move Ghana at a speed that can bring about real, tangible, sizable development in the foreseeable future. We can't wait till when we are gone to hope for that change, ladies and gentlemen. We must make a move today whilst we have the chance, with the fella who is yet to hold a political office in Ghana, but has chalked tremendous success for himself in his private life. So give it a
Inti abusia se me bona samne to fa wa Ghana ye de ye ho e compare inkuro a omo ankasa kra ne ye kan omo ni hwe, instead of akoye to say yemfa ne say musician bi to say sa kode e wo ho no me na nnwom at this point enko ye ne e ka ho asema na oko compare no a compare obi te say patapa say na every kra hwe patapa kra enwom a obo. Meanwhile ye wo nkofo bi anka ye beka te say ebi obi te say ye kan say Akon anyway mu na anka also otumi de ne ho compare, because ye hwe stages senior almost start ye baby omakodru na say wo drop ne ye ka na o de ho compare obi a ono no oye underground and say oni backup bia ebia studio sa akode ewo producers owo na ode ne ho compare nipa sa na Ghana yaye, instead of say ye de ho be compare, because growth is China ye colonize omo and omo ji omo ho no omo atumi and making impact omo as satimam for no abrabo and development koso e ba say ye sky plane ye bia na masase ase ne ade na ye de ye te hanom, even ye international road ye can say Takrade to Libu road kra enye Kumase to Accra road abesen ko Tamale international road enye ye bibia anye ye te hanum this 21st century ka akwan kra ye dibosti, and even kra ye construct ka akwan kra na ye ntumi emputi measures in place just e braste ekum nipa. then sankofo we mu na yet na ye apro so omo say intimekoto aba komo obi ti say John Dramani Mahama men say me vote na mo metoma Nana Kwame Bediako na ma say me vote forgetting say nipa na nkasa ne wadi ka ayama na brabo no anka yenhwe ne yen unim utie nkofo bi anu a da bi anu obi wo hon ma na Nana Kwame Bediako den no ayama Ghana nipa no ye no ho research na hwe ne mapa wo ye even petroleum city a wo build no Takra de crown pono enough. And why nyama ahodo bebre in our hardship condition we na se nipa no oni government contract bia last time e can obi de pa kwesindu mebe na msemasa pa kwesindu ma wo kan president Kofo ebe man no contract ahodo no DMP ni we inti omo yina no oman ni sika e no omo de abedo omo kaka omo si Ibrahim Mahama. I don't know much about him but ono ni nua ene Mahama ya wo ko ya wo san ba ye yo and impefo bu bebi se wunua ba etigava so a wundi gaba bunu eye no kran so won internet this the time ye make changes hwe ye ka nipa a odwen on my Ghana ho na nye ne selfish interest a o hwe all the political parties any independent candidate a metumi aka chose Nana Kwame Bediako na chidi for hwe Hubert Baidoo interview a oye ni asam a ye bisa no tie ne okae na sese bisa bio wo ye badwema na so wo dwen hu mienu a wanka so bo se dabi enkofo we mo no enyo mo selfish interest nti na omo de na nemom oman no omo ka oman kasa omo nka party kasa o de enkongo tie Hubert Baidoo interview aye no ne okae
ehwemo a yenim se obia airplane ti de na ekoba sese de new force no se china bi mu anya plus bay na mo wo edema Ghana for
yo me da se ne question na we bisa no se o hwe enioma ye de egu akwan mu a enye manifesto keke a developmental plan. It is a gift from Nana Kwame Bediako and the new force to the nation of Ghana. Enti enya ade se chenchena se ono na se odi na oye na emum niswade hu na owo a ose na obo Ghana for kokko se obi a obefa se niswade hu no obetumi e de develop Ghana nyame ne sihire enti de ebesie bia no ye de yakoma so ade ni se enioma ye de agu akwan mu no Ghana for mpanimfo ebefa na omo de aye adwuma.
Okay, we chawano ba me se ye di mama fo mo be di o man so kwan o mo di o man no apato maybe we see me busa say ye betimi age new force di ana cause payifo no mo buya chadodo ye bre e wo man mu ankasa eti sam so mo de mo di abebu mu yi ye betimi a rely wo mo so ana se de
You make sure ade enti a esese oje Nana Kwame Bediako edi ene say okwa abrochi no wanka ho odi 21 years and oba Ghana watena Ghana in fie poly 23 years Onunkwane the only candidate or hundreds of millions of dollars in investment ewa Ghana heya ohe politicians na aka na omofa sika no ha na omo de akwa abrochi na ono de sika no wabenya wa Ghana ha ena wama na tena Ghana ha ena wafa nipa adwuma mu enti wo de ne etoto omo aka ho a enye yie
asebo eti Mr. Hubert me pa so wo dwumadie pa bɛn na wo bedie ewa new force
Mijumedi amidie no a lead economic analyst HSA me na me betu Nana Kwame Bediako ni new force efo ewo Ghana sikasem entotoe eni bibia efa economy eni finance eho enti mijumedi teacher pa no
edi esesa na eba de ane mejira mabude ni nyina ni maka se eni eje cause ye bread do wa wani twia ye nyina ye ni twia de wi oman no esi e dey eko enti abusia ye ni Mr. Hubert Baidoo na chese kasa no waka nsem bebrebe utie bia na wo fa bia ebeboa wo enti on the 7th December no so abapa na also wetimi edi so aba ene mpa cheda so ni GH
abusia se watinyansa sem a Hubert Baidoo ekai ono de one Nana Kwame Bediako pillars 12 pillars to economic freedom no omode buy no enye chinchina se o se Nana Kwame Bediako na betena so no ye nemom se tibonko so fuyi antumi andwen mienu anto aba ma Nana Kwame Bediako na omukotoma ya anom kra na sanka ya anom ba na ne policies no omufa e de chechire oman Ghana ono kra wote anekra ani ebeje ti se ne da bia mete ya meka se me se yeto aba ma Nana Kwame Bediako na revolution we aye pay ebamu a metna edem sense mebo aka se revolution we ye be ye no meka ho ene ye hu dede a ebaaye na mekra eni kura be den ebeje we ene efra no timani a odwen ne man ho après campaign koso na si edu nkete agina MPP for ye say ya mo so mo fan hie omo no mo communicators eka na MPP for so ye so kwan bia be fa so e be wini ye be fa so mo di sia ye betwa na mo ka Nana Kwame Bediako si da bi o me de enye by force se me for so mo se mo meto abama me nemum ye ncheche ye ho na se oman no ekoyie a ebeka ye nyina intinsam we entumi nto waso mu hu se da bi we ni nipa a wodwen oman no ho o de ne wo ba abepe 50 cedis asha wonsam no ena wani abre a wodi nachi oman Ghana timamufo me say ye here education Ghana sisi ye problem kasi timamufo no because leaders ne de oman say timamufo no sebi bebre na agimi inti no omo so no omo ndwen kwa achide inti ye hia say timamufo no ya be kirekire omo ankasa no matene ma bi ase ansa na yatumi anya leader papa leaders na ankasa na adwen ada nti asofo ena omo de omo ani ato omo so on say me content am ye nyina ena asofo akọ say Nana Kwame Bediako be wini ena asofo akọka we NKB wa hanom unim ade kronti eno ena ma oman Ghana yentumi ndwen kwa akire ye nyusu critical thinking ye de bibia ye sunsumsam na meka echero me ye sunsumuni sunsum tumi nye bibi se nipa nka ho a enu nti na mpemfo kan se wagimi a usuman agimi unim nyansa usuman nim nyansa abushia omo sesa ya adwen na December yakoto ababone a ye ho be kire ye enkom bi e be de no ye benu ya ho na ye mu bebre so no ye nim atumode bo ye bobo atumode yen a ekom de no ene ye koto abama Nana Kwame Bediako no ti se yanto abapa na chese kan ekom ne mahama bae no ne ye me du besi a makrao